About how the energy of acupuncture and medical Qigong works. Now, this guy over here, this is a picture of the acupuncture meridians. The meridian flow, there's 14 different meridians. There's one for the lungs, one for the large intestines, one for the stomach, one for the spleen, one for the heart, and it goes through 14 different meridians, and then one up the central. And when all these meridians are flowing properly, there's no dis-ease of the body. You have ease. Now, when we combine it with Qigong, what Qigong does, that's the exercise that you do every day, and by doing the Qigong, you keep the energy flowing in the meridians. Let's say there's a blockage, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, something hits you, or you have an emotional upset, all of a sudden, instead of the energy flowing, and it's not flowing like one long, it's a constant flow of energy, it's a constant movement. When we're doing the Qigong exercise, we're starting a flowing, a soft, it's not a hard, forceful exercise like running or, when you're jarring yourself, or lifting weights where you're actually tightening the muscle. You're starting to get a flow of energy through the body, and that flow of energy keeps the meridians flowing. Now let's say there's a blockage from mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, something, and you want to open that blockage up. It can be opened with acupuncture, of course. Acupuncture are these little needles. They're very tiny. They're all packaged, they're individually packaged. They're all throwaways, especially in the United States. And as you can see, it's a little teeny needle, very small. Whoa! Okay, and this comes with a tube, and the tube is called a guide tube. And what it's done is, when I was in China, we didn't use that this much, but here in the States, a lot of doctors use the guide tube. And this way, you put it right on the meridian point. This is large intestines 4, this point right here. Helps with the digestion, helps to get the energy going. So if I'm working with a patient, I just place it there and tap it, and the needle's in. There's no pain or discomfort at all. When the needle's through, boom, it goes in the basket. It's all done. So where do you place a needle and when? It depends. There's diagnosis done, and the diagnostic process is done by the pulse, the tongue, the color, the way a person talks. If their voice is real high or their voice is real, it means different things. There could be a blockage in the kidneys, or a blockage in the lungs or the large intestines, or a multitude of things. I'll give you an example. If a person has a blockage in the kidneys, they usually have symptoms like low back pain, they can't hear real well, they lose their hair, knee pain, sometimes heel pain. They're just sluggish, and their sexual energy, it's gone. So when you tune up the kidneys, you tune up the vitality, you tune up the energy, you get going. Sometimes a person will have a cough. Well, the cough, the lungs are weak, so you pull down and strengthen the kidneys, strengthens the lungs, makes the person healthier and happier. It all has to do with this flow of meridians. So by opening up the flow of meridians with the acupuncture needles, or sometimes just the Qigong, where I'm sending Qi from my hands into the patient and starting to get that movement. A lot of people say, well, I don't really believe it. But when somebody walks up behind you, you can feel them. You don't have to touch something exactly. You just get in the auric field or the magnetic field of a person. You'll see. You'll feel it. So you open up that energy, and before you know it, once you get that energy flowing, then you give the person corrective exercises, prescriptive exercises specifically for their problem, and they restore to good health, vibrant energy, and the trick is to keep on practicing. It's Dr. Wu.